I'm gonna make this short and sweet, but I believe that this will be very beneficial to anyone that pays attention to it, because I got some value in it. You know, anytime I experience things, I automatically think to myself, how can I apply them to my life? And more importantly, how can I possibly share them with somebody else and allow that person to apply it to their lives? This is something, this information right here is life-changing if you can wrap your minds around it. Very simple, but if you can wrap your minds around the information that I'm about to share you, it will change everything about your life. It will change everything about every single relationship that you have. Business, personal, family, all of those things. Collectively, I have information that can help you. So I'm going to start with saying this. From the moment that we are born, we start to experience things. We start to experience life. We start to experience people. And with experiencing life and people, we start to accumulate different things, which means experiences. Stay with me right now. If we start to experience things in our lives, which means our experience ultimately alter or dictate which direction that we take. Now, we are born with emotions. Some people say, control your emotions. We're not supposed to control our emotions. What we are supposed to do is control how we react and respond to our emotions. We're supposed to feel everything. We're supposed to feel love. We're supposed to feel pain. We're supposed to experience sadness. We're supposed to experience fear. And every other emotion that we are born with, no one has control over their emotions. The difference is the people who have the best outcome have determined a way to control how they experience those emotions. Some people can turn those emotions into trauma, which is ultimately traumatic. Some people can turn those experiences into learning, into different interpretations to allow those experiences to be opportunities. In every way, there's always going to be an opportunity. So what I want you to think about is this. People that you experience, it could be your family, it could be your friends, it could be a love interest, it could be your children, it could be at your job, it could be at your business, it could be any one of those things. So if we're experiencing emotions throughout our day, throughout our lives, and we've accumulated everything that we've accumulated in our lives based off of all of our experience, this is what our existence is, and this is who we have become. And so the same with them. So what if I told you that if you started to think a little bit more about maybe how someone else is experiencing whatever thing that is going on with the emotions that they've developed from the time that they're a child. So be respectful and be mindful of this. Since we all experience different things differently because we've each had different childhoods, doesn't it make sense that we would experience a moment differently? I've had the experience myself, so check this out. Imagine you're doing something that is either making someone happy, sad, irritated, emotional, any of those things. Well, that is a byproduct of everything that they experience, whether it be their joys, their pains, their traumas. So just think about that. And I'll give you example for business. If you do a business partnership with someone, you're going to be partnering up with everything they've experienced in their life that has led them to who they are at that moment. And so that's why you got to find out who you're dealing with. And more importantly, you got to find out who you are. And even bigger than that, you have to go into partnership with yourself, evolving, meaning you're going to grow. So if you're where you were last year and you're there again this year and you haven't decided to grow or to graduate or take that moment to experience what you've experienced differently, maybe it's time that you take a look at those things. See, there's a saying, if you keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result, that's called insanity. But what if you decided not to be insane anymore? What if you decided to wonder why you were experiencing those things that way, why it was being perceived to you that way, and more importantly, why you were handling it that way? I want you to really take time to think about those things. You see, the reason that I develop this mindset, the reason that I have these thoughts is because I develop people for a living. See, the business platform that I have allows me to develop people, meaning take them from where they are to financially paid, which is a beautiful thing. But going from start to paid translates differently from everybody based off of their views, based off of their experiences in life. See, one person may go from 0 to paid very quickly, while another person may not. See, because their experiences versus how I'm able to translate what needs to happen along with everything they've experienced during their entire life, all of those are a culmination. It's like ingredients mixed up together, and that person is what you have. So then all of our experiences, everything we've been through in life, all of that versus what we've learned. See, my business allows me to translate what I've learned, my experiences, how I view things, what my perception is, the opportunities that I've taken in life to take maybe the hardships and turn them into passion. You know, somebody asked me something. They said, how did you turn into a person who changes people's lives? How did you end up speaking like this? I said, well, you know what? Because during my lifetime, I wanted help. I wanted somebody to help me change. I wanted somebody to pour into me. I wanted somebody to be able to be there to help me transform where I was to where I wanted to be. So ultimately this, I was looking for help, so I became a helper. I hope that makes sense. That's my time. Listen, take this video, go to my YouTube channel, like, share, subscribe, share it with somebody, pay it forward. You didn't have to have this conversation. I have this conversation on your behalf. And I keep telling you, use these gems, use these things to not only enhance yourself, but to enhance other people. Because check this out. What if every single person around us, including us, was enhanced? What if we were elevated? What if we all put all of our experiences together and continue to transform, continue to level up, and continue to pour into all the people around us? What type of a circle of influence would you have? You'd end up with people around you that were a reflection of not only how you wanted to be, but who you were turning into and evolving into. That's my time. Mr. Over Million Serve. Have a great day. I promise I'll do this more often. Take care, guys.